Good morning. Today we will take the next topic, that is microbes in household. Microbes in household. This is a new chapter. We will discuss about the microorganism which we use in our home day-to-day life. You know, microorganism has been in use right from the beginning of the civilization, and the oldest food which we are obtained with the help of this microorganism include curd, cheese, etc. They play a very important role in our day-to-day life. So first of all, I would like to tell you about the curd. हिंदी में हम इसे दही कहते हैं. For the preparation of the curd, we use some microorganism, and these microorganism we commonly call as lab microorganism. Lab stand for lactic acid, bacteria. Lactic acid, bacteria. So we include these lab or lactic acid producing bacteria into the milk. Now what they will do, they ferment this milk and they produce the lactic acid and they lead to the curdling of milk. How they do the curdling? They produce an acid which is called as lactic acid, and this lactic acid, what it does, it coagulate the milk को coagulate कर लेती है. अब now it changes the property of milk. Earlier there was the proteins are present over there. When these microorganisms act upon this milk in a suitable environment of 38 to 40 degrees centigrade, what will they will do? They produce the acid, and this acid coagulate the milk. This led to the curdling of the milk. By this, what they do? They enhance the property of this milk. Whenever they convert it they coagulate this milk, the property, especially the vitamin B12 concentration, that is going to be enhanced. विटामिन B12 की जो कंसेंट्रेशन है वो बढ़ जाती है. इसलिए कहा जाता है, if I ask our question whether you will go prefer the milk or you will prefer the curd, which is much beneficial to our day-to-day life, कौन सा सबसे अधिक होगा? हम अगर दूध पी रहे हैं या हम दही ले रहे हैं, कौन सा बेनिफिशियल है? Even both are beneficial, but whenever we are talking about the micronutrient or vitamin concentration, curd is much better than that of this particular milk. So microbes play a very important role. They help in changing the property of the food item. They enrich the food item and they enhance the property, and that's why we prefer the fermented food as the raw food materials. If I ask you another question, if I give you the chapati and I give you idli or dosa, what will you go for? We have to go for idli dosa because they are the fermented food, and fermentation is bring about by these microorganisms. They enhance the property of that particular food. The concentration of this vitamin B12 and vitamins, they increases 2 or 3 or 4 times than that of the raw food material. So this practice is being implemented in our household right from the civilization, and we are having some lab. These are lactic acid bacteria, such like I am giving you example lactobacillus. Lactobacillus lacti. This is a particular bacteria. This is capital letter and this should be very capital. This word is always capital and this is always small. Lactobacillus lacti. This is a particular bacteria which we incorporate into the milk and they convert the milk into the curd and they enhance the property of the food or material. The second food material which is being used in our household right from the beginning or very traditionally that is in practice, that is cheese. So cheese is the oldest food item which is prepared by किसने? by microbes. छोटे छोटे माइक्रोब जो हैं वो इसको प्रोड्यूस करते हैं और ये हमारे राइट फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग जो है हमें चीज के बारे में जो है हमारे नॉलेज जो है हमें थी. अब हम चीज को कैसे इसको प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, इसके टाइप्स कौन से हैं, लेट अस डिस्कस दैट पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द टाइप्स.
Start.
Types. Now we are talking about the types of cheese. There are the two types of cheese. One is called as unripened cheese and another is ripened cheese. दो टाइप की चीज हमारे पास में, एक को बोल दिया हमने अनराइपेंड चीज और एक को बोल दिया राइपेंड चीज. तो पहले हम चीज के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. राइपेंड कौन सा चीज होता है? द चीज विच इज हार्ड फ्रॉम बोथ साइड, दैट इज इंटरनली as well as externally. And unripened cheese which is ripened or hard only from outside. ये दो टाइप की चीज आपके हमारे पास जो है चीज के रहते हैं. एक को बोलते हैं हम अनराइपेंड. Ripened का मतलब this cheese is ripened from outside but internally that is not properly prepared or hard, and ripened cheese is hard from both sides or ripened from both sides internally as well as the externally. Now how this cheese is being prepared, we will discuss the whole process by which we prepare the cheese in our household. Let me show you. Methodology of preparation of cheese. हम बनाते कैसे हैं? How we can prepare the cheese in our household. So first of all, what we do? We take milk and that milk may be pasteurized milk and we add microorganism Streptococcus ceremoris. We add Streptococcus ceremoris and we kept the temperature of 38 degree for some time, and this led to the there is a formation of curdling of milk. This led to the curdling. Whenever we are keeping the temperature of 38 degrees centigrade, we used to take the Streptococcus ceremoris. Sirimoris. And whenever the temperature of milk, if the temperature of milk is more than 38 or more than 50, we take Streptococcus thermophilus. And with this, we add, with this particular strain of bacteria, we add Lactobacillus vulgaris, या we add Lactobacillus lacti, or we add Lactobacillus helveticus. Now these are the different strain of bacteria. When we took the temperature over more than 50 degrees centigrade, along with the Streptococcus thermophilus, we used all these three varieties of the cheese, and they enhance the flavor texture of the milk. They change the texture, flavor, and all properties of particular milk. So what we will do, we took the milk and we add these all particular strain, and after curdling, after adding all these things, there is some acidity will be produced. As milk is get acidified, acidity will be produced in them. We add one particular tablet of enzyme called as rennet enzyme into it. Now we left it for half an hour to 1 hour, and after that proper curdling, total curdling of milk will be there. Curdling of milk will be there. As curdling of milk will be there. Now what we will do next? We separate the curd from this particular milk. We separate the liquid, and that particular liquid, separated liquid, is called as whey. What is whey? Liquid obtained from curd. We called it as whey, and whey contain what is it contain 93% वाटर रहता है इसमें, and 5% इसमें आपका लैक्टोज जो है वो रहता है, and this lactose is being used, किसके लिए काम में लगाया जाता है? This is being used for the preparation of lactic acid. Lactic acid. अब हमारे पास इसे दोबारा से हम इस प्रोसेस को समझाएंगे. हम सबसे पहले दूध लेंगे, उसके अंदर हम कुछ बैक्टीरिया की स्ट्रेन डालेंगे. अगर हमने दूध को 38 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड के ऊपर हमने रखा है, तो वी विल यूज स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस सीरीमोरिस स्ट्रेन ऑफ बैक्टीरिया. अगर हमने मिल्क की कंसेंट्रेशन जो है, मिल्क का जो टेम्परेचर ऑफ मोर देन 50 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड रखा है, तो यहाँ पे स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस थर्मोफिलस बैक्टीरिया के साथ आप ये 3 बैक्टीरियल अदर स्ट्रेन जो है वो ले सकते हैं. उसके बाद हम दूध को रख देते हैं. थोड़ी देर के बाद एसिडिटी प्रोड्यूस होती है. उस एसिडिटी जैसे ही आने शुरू होती है, तब वी विल इंट्रोड्यूस 1 टैबलेट ऑफ रेनेट एंजाइम. उसके बाद आधा से 1 घंटे के बाद हम इसको रख देते हैं. दही जो उसके बाद जम जाती है, उसमें से हम लिक्विड मटेरियल को ऊपर वाले को निकाल लेते हैं. उसको हम वे बोलते हैं. ये भी बहुत ज्यादा न्यूट्रिशियस होता है. इसको डिफरेंट चीजों में हम यूज करते हैं. लैक्टिक एसिड बनाने में हम इसको यूज करते हैं. 93% इसमें वाटर रहता है, और ये भी प्रोटीनियसिस जो है वो होता है. इसको हम फेंकते नहीं है. और इसके बाद जो हमारे पास बच गया, दैट वाज द चीज. वो हमारे पास जो कर्ड बच गई पीछे, उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? उसको जो कर्ड बच गई, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज रॉ चीज, और रॉ चीज या कॉटेज चीज बोल देते हैं हम इसको. क्या बोलते हैं? कॉटेज चीज. अब आप इस स्टेज में भी इस चीज को घरों में हम इसको यूज करते हैं. जो भी पनीर हम घर में यूज करते हैं, दैट इज कॉटेज चीज. ठीक है। इसके बाद अब डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ चीज आगे हम कैसे बनाते हैं इसकी भी प्रोसेस है। इस कॉटेज चीज को हम उठा करके फ्रेम के अंदर हम इसको डाल देते हैं और फ्रेम के अंदर डालने के बाद हम उसमें थोड़ा सा सॉल्ट वगैरह डाल देते हैं। सॉल्ट क्या करता है, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म की ग्रोथ होने नहीं देता, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म की ग्रोथ को रोक देगा और जितना उसमें और पानी बचा हुआ पानी है वो पानी वहां से निकल जाता है और इस पनीर को हम काफी दिनों तक रख सकते हैं। 1 महीने से लेकर के 6 महीने तक भी हम इसको रख सकते हैं। उसके ऊपर वेट भी कई बार रखते हैं और काफी हार्ड जो चीज हमारे पास है उसके बाद निकल के आता है। अब ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ द प्रोसेसेस आर ओवर देयर और लगभग आज हमारे पास 400 वैरायटी ऑफ चीज हैं जो अलग अलग तरीके से बनाई जाती है। उनमें मुख्यतः 3 टाइप की वैरायटीज के बारे में आपको बात करूंगा। फर्स्ट टाइप की वैरायटी जो जिसको हम बोलते हैं सॉफ्ट चीज और दूसरे टाइप का चीज सेमी हार्ड चीज और थर्ड टाइप का जो चीज है दैट इज हार्ड चीज। और तीनों चीज जो है अलग अलग बैक्टीरिया या फंगल प्रोटीन्स और डिफरेंट माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म उसको बनाने के लिए यूज किए जाते हैं। मैं ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ the hardness we can divide the cheese variety into the 3 major varieties that is I am going to discuss today of cheese on the basis of their hardness. So there are 3 type of cheese. First cheese I am telling you, number 1 is we call it as soft cheese. Soft cheese. And the variety which we use to obtain the soft cheese, second is called as semi hard cheese, and third variety is hard cheese. For preparation of the soft cheese, the microorganism called as Penicillium camembert. This is a particular strain of fungus, Penicillium camembert. या इसका दूसरा जो नाम है सॉफ्ट चीज का, ये भी प्रश्न पूछा जाता है नीट के एग्जामिनेशन में कि नेम द वैरायटी व्हिच प्रोड्यूस द सॉफ्ट चीज, और इसका दूसरा नाम क्या है? इसको हम कई बार क्या बोलते हैं? कैमेम्बर्टाइल चीज बोलते हैं। कैमेम्बर्टाइल चीज भी बोलते हैं इसी के बेस में, क्योंकि जो स्ट्रेन यूज लेते हैं दैट इज पेनिसिलियम कैमेम्बर्टाइल। इट इज सॉफ्ट चीज। सेकंड इज सेमी हार्ड चीज। Semi hard cheese, whatever we took over there, the strain or microbes which we took, that is Penicillium roqueforti. अब इसको as the name is indicating, इसका जो दूसरा नाम है it is also known as roqueforti चीज। roqueforti चीज हम इसको कहते हैं। ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है। थर्ड टाइप का जो चीज है we obtained it from a bacterial strain which is called as Propionibacterium शर्मानाई। ये भी प्रश्न आपसे पूछा जाता है। हार्ड चीज, और इसका दूसरा जो नाम है दैट इज स्विस चीज। इसका जो नाम दिया जाता है उसको बोलते हैं हम बेटा स्विस चीज। अब नाउ दिस पर्टिकुलर टाइप ऑफ चीज, स्विस चीज, दे increase what? There is large concentration of, they produce large amount of carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide create what they do? They create large hole in cheese, जो भी टेक्सचर, फ्लेवर और अलग अलग टाइप की जो इसके खुशबू आती है पनीर के अंदर, दैट इज विद द हेल्प ऑफ दीज डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म व्हिच वी यूज्ड फॉर द प्रिपरेशन ऑफ चीज। तो इस तरह से जो सेकेंड माइक्रोब्स हम अपने घरों में यूज करते हैं, दीज आर ऑल माइक्रोब्स व्हिच वी यूज्ड फॉर द प्रिपरेशन ऑफ चीज। नाउ अनदर household activities or the things which we used in our household include what we call, that we will discuss later on, that is toddy, and it's a fermented sap material which is obtained from the palm. Then we have soya sauces over there which is called tempeh. Tempeh is used in the Indonesia. Tofu is used in the Japan, and sofu that is being utilized in the China. So different types of these food prepares, they are being prepared at the home with the help of these microbes that we will discuss in the next slide. But today what we have studied, once again I am telling you, we have studied about how we can prepare the curd at home with the help of some bacteria, and these bacteria are commonly called as lab, that is lactic acid producing bacteria, and the strain are Lactobacillus lacti, Lactobacillus bulgari, Lactobacillus pseudomonas. These are different strains which we use to prepare the curd at our home. Then we discuss about the cheese and the cheese production. We may include different type of microbes, we may use different type of fungus that I have discussed over there. We have these are the fungi which we use to prepare the different type of the cheese, and these cheese are being utilized over there. Penicillium camembert is being used, and we call it as soft cheese. And second is Emmy-Hart cheese, Roquefort cheese, which is, we know that, and it is being prepared by the Penicillium Roquefort. And third type of cheese which is very hard, it is called as Swiss cheese, and it is being prepared by the bacterial strain Propionibacterium sturmani. This bacterial strain produces large amount of the carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide which is generated over there, they show the puffy appearance of the cheese, and they create a big hole in the cheese. So texture and flavor, all these are due to these microorganisms which are being used in our household. Thank you for today.